Hi, I'm here today to talk to you about your teen and getting a summer job. A lot of people have already hired, and is your teen given up? Are they feeling really out of sorts because no one will hire them? Maybe they're too young. Maybe they're just 14 or 15. I know a lot of states have a minimum age that where they can hire, for instance, at a grocery store. I'm here today to talk about some tips for your teen and having a summer job, even if they're not old enough to get a real job at, say, a store or something. Hi, I'm Melanie with oh my gosh, I am Melanie with Parenting High Schoolers, and I would love it if you would give my video 2 thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. I'm here to help you parent your teen and have the best experience that you can. Okay, so your teen needs to make a goal. How much money do they want to make? How do they think they could get there? It needs to be realistic. You need to help them with that. So let's say, for instance, they're going to get paid $10 an hour for whatever it is that they do. They need to figure out what that hourly rate is going to be, and it may be different for different jobs that they think they are capable of doing. So then you need to brainstorm. What can they do? So some ideas that I came up with that my kids have done. They have done babysitting. They have also done dog sitting and dog walking, which are 2 different but compatible jobs. A lot of people work during the day and they love to have somebody come in and walk their dog and feed them. And this is a great thing to do in the summer. Yard work. This could mean watering, flowers, yard plants, whatever, mowing, weeding, whatever needs to be done. Picking up sticks, odd jobs. The list would be endless, but it could incorporate, dogs, pets, yard. Maybe they need a garage cleaned out, or painting was one that I came up with. My kids did a lot of painting in the summer, and depending on the skill level of your teen, maybe if somebody's cleaning out their garage and they need their garage to be painted, a lot of people, as long as there's paint on the walls and it looks decent, it's just a garage. So start there maybe. A job that my kids have not done, but that I read about somewhere, some teen offered a trash can cleaning job. He advertised for it. He did it in his driveway, and it was, I think, $25 for a large trash can and $15 for a smaller, say, kitchen size one. And they had their name on him, and he just moved them in a line down his front yard. He had a hose, he had soap, he had a scrub brush. He was like in some of them. So it was disgusting, but you know what? He made a ton of money. So just think outside of the box. Tell your teen, what do you think you can do? Advertise. So once they've figured out some ideas, they can put them on a flyer. You can go into canva.com, canva.com, or PicMonkey.com, or make something in Word where you can have a flyer and go around the neighborhood, or maybe at grandma's neighborhood where the kids could be during the day, during the summer, and advertise what they can do, what they have, their ideas, what their hourly rate is, or say it's negotiable, what days will they be available, for how long, all that kind of stuff. Maybe put a little graphic on it and a contact information. Maybe if they're young, much younger, it needs to be yours, but eventually your own kids could put their cell phone number or whatever. You don't want a bunch of strangers calling. Or an email address. Set up an email for this. You could put it out on your Facebook page, or your, neighbors could just say, hey, I know this kid that does great work. And that word of mouth holds a lot of sway with people. They'll say, oh, well, Judy just said that this kid is a great worker. I need someone to clean out my garage or at least sort it. I'm going to call him. So signs, flyers, Facebook, word of mouth. I know there's like a neighborhood app, and a lot of times I've seen where people are advertising they need somebody to mow their yard. And my son wasn't on this app, but I would say, hey, my son, mows yards. Here's his name and number. And of course he was 18 by then, so that was a safe thing to do, and he got a lot of work that way. No, the kids need to brainstorm what they can do and are willing to do, and put all this together and make a plan. And also another thing, I just was talking to my friend and said, I want a part-time job since I teach school. I want to do something this summer. She's like, hey, our office is hiring to answer phones in the mornings. Well, a lot of teenagers probably could do that. So I just did a video about phone skills. As long as you know how to answer a phone and take messages, this would not be difficult. Some offices do have a little bit trickier of a phone system, but usually within a week, you kind of can figure that out. So it's not that big of a deal. So ask around. Ask where, if you go into a gas station, ask if they need someone to help. You know, there's not a lot of self-serve. There is one up the street from me, so that came to mind. Ask your neighbors. Ask your grandma if she's got friends that need help. So all of these things help your child to brainstorm. And then they need to keep track of the hours that they work and how much they earn at each job. First of all, they may be needing to keep track of it to let the person know that hired them. Hey, I worked 6 hours for you this week. It was $10 an hour, so it'll be $60. And a lot of times they'll get tips. So they need to keep track of what their jobs are, how much they work, what they're getting paid, and then they can look at like, what is the ROI? What made them the most money? And then go after more of that kind of job. And they've got it made. And honestly, the odd job kind of person that can do many things is going to be the one that ends up making the most and be willing to work more. I tell you, both of my older boys have had 2 or 3 jobs at a time. They've just stacked their paychecks, and it has made such a difference in the amount they've been able to save towards college, towards spending money, towards saving, all of that. I encourage you to have your teen think outside of the box. If they haven't been hired yet for the summer, there still are job opportunities out there. Good luck to you and your teen. Subscribe to my channel below and give me 2 thumbs up. Thanks a lot. Bye.